You guys can come around, there's space.
So, a couple of things, or just tell me whenever you're ready, Prima, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so to turn on the laser, we have this button right here. So you'll press it. So I'll kind of just turn it off just so I can demonstrate it. This is going to be your emergency button right here. The key is actually going to be an SD card now, so there's no actual physical key anymore, so it's going to be located here. To turn on the laser, you'll turn this on. While that's setting up to you, this table also goes up and down, so you can hit this up. So I'm taller, so I'll raise it up for myself.
So is there a key for this?
There is. The
on the
key.
side.
The key's an SD card.
SD card.
They upgraded it for this one,
Oh,
so
lovely.
It's hackable.
yes. So then we have the. I think I pointed out the emergency buttons right here. Please don't press this. It's more if the laser catches on fire, which I don't think it should. When you get to the main screen, you have two different modes you can pick from, YAG and SLT. So SLT mode is going to be in the frequency double format, so you need your orange glasses for that. There's sound on this, right? Okay. And then the YAG mode is going to require the green glasses. So we'll go to SLT mode first. So you just have to press this button right here, and that will change it between the two modes. So. And it'll take a couple of moments, so they'll put in the crystal. Once you get here, so once you get to this, hey guys, thank you. Once you get to this mode right here, you'll have a couple of different areas right here. So this one right here is going to be your aiming beam, so you'll increase it to anything up to about 11. Usually I do about 5, and I find that was sufficient enough for me to kind of look through here. Making sure, okay. This is going to be your energy level. So there's, you can do it a couple different ways. You can increase it by step like this, or you can click on this, and it takes a moment to change it if you do make a change here. So, energy. Sometimes you can also change it by just like clicking on the actual number itself, and it gives you some preset numbers. So it kind of saves you some time. You need to go from like a 0.8 to a 3 or something. So just use that as an example. This button right here that says count, that's going to be your shot count. So that's something that you'll need to record for any of the laser procedures. Cumulative energy is the sigma energy area over here. So you'll record, this will tell you how much energy you put into the eye. And this is really useful too when you have to change the energy. This little button right here actually is a navigation. It's kind of a cool new tool. So this will usually record which quadrants you've done. So that way you can actually keep track of which ones that you've done for the patient. You're still expected to be able to do at least one quadrant, rotate another quadrant, and then you're done. In terms of firing the laser, there is this button right on top right here that you will use. There is no foot plate for this. You also can change the energy by rotating this very top part of the joystick right here. And so what you can do if you rotate to the left, changes the energy. So there's going to be a little bit of a button in the back right here. So if you turn it to the left, goes down. If you turn it to the right, increases the energy. So make sense there? Okay. But then otherwise, you'll be able to kind of make your shots right here. It's no different from how you do the other procedures. So any questions about that? Okay. Now, if you want to change over to YAG mode, this is going to be your regular ND YAG mode. So this will require the green glasses. All you need to do is when you click, you'll take this button that says SLT, click on it, take the crystal out from here, and it'll take a couple of moments just to change the energy right here inside the laser. So then you go to this screen right here. One thing I forgot to mention too, and this is universal with all the screens, this is the button that you'll press to activate the laser. Press the Amy button to admit. Okay. Stop the video for just a second. Oh, yeah, that's right. Here we go. So when you do want to actually start the laser, what you'll do is you'll press this button right here, and the screen will decrease in light, and this will turn green. This is when the laser's hot, and this will also turn green right here. To deactivate the laser, you'll simply press this button again. This will turn orange. The screen will brighten up for you. This will require green glasses as well too when you use this laser. Really not much different from here. This is going to be your shot count as well. This will be your cumulative energy right here. This is going to be your burst of energy. So this controls how many shots of the laser come out per every time you press this button right here. So you usually can do 1, 2, or 3. as your choices. I'd recommend you guys just stick to one. Cumulative energy, again, you can increase the energy this way, or you can simply give it a moment, and then simply press this button and kind of click whichever energy you want to on here too. Now, one other thing too, this is going to be your offset. So this also has anterior versus posterior offset. So this actually allows a lot more flexibility for changing the offset on this. So you can, and all you need to do is just simply increase the number like this, and this will highlight where you are. So this is at 225 posterior offset. So to make sure you have no offset, you will decrease it till it gets to 0. So when you get to 0, you'll see that neither anterior or posterior is illuminated, and that tells you that you're shooting at. You're kind of there's no offset with it. If you want to do anterior for some reason, although I don't think there's a reason for you guys to do it, you just would you'd keep going down, and this would highlight the anterior button. So make sure you're checking this area first before you kind of shoot your laser. Make sure the offset's not on or off. That was a common mistake a lot of people made last year with this. So. And then honestly, that's really, the rest of it is just really how a normal slit lamp would operate. Oh, what's your question? The aiming thing, this is, so this is a function, I don't think you guys necessarily need to know this, but what you can do is based on, sometimes when you're doing these, this will allow you to rotate the beam and stuff, so if you need to kind of have rotating beams, if you're having a hard time kind of visualizing your target, that's what this would be used for. I don't think it's particularly necessary in your, for you guys, I'm just trying to give you kind of the brief overview of how this works, So any questions on how to use this or not? Well, you would do the LPI in the YAG mode.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's the same, just under YAG.
Yeah, quite honestly, too. Like they differ. You could really do SL. You probably could do SLT on this mode as well too. Manufacturer recommended doing it in SLT mode. I just haven't read the manual yet to really figure it out because it didn't quite make sense to me when he told me that. So still trying to determine that.
So for now, if you're doing SLT, use SLT mode. If you're doing LPI or YAG, do the YAG mode.
That's correct, yes.
And then do the offset if it's just the PCA.
Yes, exactly. Does that kind of make sense then? Any other questions about this then? I'm still trying to figure that out, but chances are I'm going to give you guys a choice. So, in terms of mechanics, I don't know yet. Just if you guys can deal with the uncertainty for a little longer, I'll let you know today though. Any other questions you guys have?
When Michelle was using the YAG mode earlier, she said she saw 2 lasers. Is that what you
Yeah,
saw?
the 2 beams.
Let me see actually. It's probably from like the rotating beam.
Yeah, so then
More than likely.
So if you did,
focusing wise.
A lot of it's really just more going to be based on focusing.
Yeah, so did you want
So it's
to
in
where
between the two that it shoots?
Usually, yes. I haven't explored it too much, so I couldn't tell you as much information. I would just try to keep it in this mode right here, and then you'll be able to kind of shoot it. And like right now, I can get it in focus.
Did you want it to where it's just into one?
Yes, that's how I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna expect you guys to know how to like do the rotation function. I haven't figured that out yet, so let me make sure it still works. Okay, it does. Okay.
Is there an option instead of having the 2 dots to have one target right in the middle, or are we expected to assume to shoot or aim at the middle
When
of
you
the 2?
when you moved it, it goes into one.
It goes into
Yeah, you.
Should have it into one.
Yeah, you should.
I
Just
just
focus
wanted
it
to
into one. Yes.
That's what-
Once you get behind it, you'll probably figure it out.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It was
It's,
just-
it's going to be the same way, intuitive speaking, from what you're. It's going to be the exact same thing what you saw on the old laser. The only real difference is that you can actually shoot things and make holes and have a reaction to this.
So don't mess up.
On this current window is LPI, right? There's no posterior sighting. If it's
Correct.
YAG, you up energy for posterior.
Yes, correct. Yeah, you're still going to be expected to. You guys do need to review your notes and make sure you know like what your energy settings are going to be, at least for starting, and know when you need to change them. That is expected of you guys. Either to verbalize it or change it on the keypad here.
Do you give us like this is a blue arrows, this is a brown arrows? Do you give us that tip or
Well, it's a
we just
blue.
set up the energy entry one?
It's a blue. Yeah, it's a blue eye, so we'll just assume it's a blue eye.
eyes. Okay.
So.
Blue eyes is lower, right?
Yes.
Confirm.
Yes, it is lower. You're right.
I want to confirm the confusing.
Any other questions you guys have then?
Yeah. Too red? I know.
Do you guys like feel at least a little better now? Is this
Yeah.
okay? All right, I'll let you guys practice this if you guys also want to